Welcome back to Pokémon Sterling Silver Hardcore Nuzlocke Challenge. My boys, victory road time, and I have cooked some small stuff for the E4. It is not entirely cooked, and yeah. So I at least have an idea what I can sack. Actually, to be honest, I think I had the idea already before, because some months are just not made for the E4, okay? I would say. So, even without cooking, I know if I sack something, it will be 99% at least, I would say, not usable in the E4. But yeah, the E4 is still not cooked. I don't know. It will take a bit time. Like, at least to cook this entirely out. But for now, for the back-to-back-to-back, we have this team. We have my beer. We knew that this guy, even with 0 IVs, we know that. This boy is doing something in this fight. It is doing something really important in this fight. It is neutral nature as well. The only thing what could be bad here is, I think, minus attack. If this would be minus attack, I think we are missing ranges. Outside of that, we are super fine. We have Crobat with a Black Sludge, Aerial Ace teached instead of Cross Poison, because I need U-Turn and Aerial Ace. And I don't want to remove Fly and Brave Bird for this fight. We have Slowbro with Citrus Berry, Toxic Surf, Psychic, Slack Off. I would like to teach Rest over Psychic, but we can't get Rest anymore on Slowbro in this patch. We have Electrode with a Thunderbolt, a Zap Cannon, Magnet Rise, and U-Turn. And we have Tauros with the Citrus Berry. I think that's the best we can do here. That's a backup Pokemon, by the way. It's really fast as well. And yeah, it's Intimidate. Let's see. And yeah, Aggron. Sorry, I forgot about Aggron. Of course, we have Aggron. We have Aggron with Leftovers. This is not Battle Armor, but Leftovers are still really good. I removed Surf for Strang, because we need Strang here in the victory road. So yeah, we have Strang as well, and yeah, that's my team. And now we are ready for some blood here. So the first fight is pretty easy, and after that we need to concentrate. I mean, I never had actually issues in this back-to-back-to-back, especially if you have something like Ring, what can actually sweep. It's never a problem. So the good news also is because of the HP. We have 203 HP. We already know, we don't even need to calc. We know that we will always survive that in the end. The only problem is if the rounding number is exactly like 200, for example. 200 would be the problem, because I think on level 68 we was on 200 HP exactly. So we always kill this Wob with a Facade here. There you fucking go. Yeah, I will not speed. I will just, yeah, for the content as well, just play it slowly. That's not the first time we are seeing that. And yeah, that's the best Guts Pokemon user for this fight, because it is not IV dependent anyways. Yeah, I think the only thing is like 0 attack, minus attack nature. Then you have a problem. And yeah, because of the Life Orb chip and the Burn chip, we are getting a lot of recoil here, but we always survive that in the end. It's calced. Yeah. And we need Rock Slide for one Pokemon here, and that is the Drifblim. We will use Rock Slide here. This will always kill. This is a guaranteed range on 69. And yeah, the last Pokemon is Blissey. Look at this HP bar from Blissey now. We'll get one more time the burn damage, but we will only get Life Orb chip now and not the burn damage. And what that exactly means, that we will always survive on 3 exactly HP. We can see it would be a big problem if we have exactly 200 HP. So the level up is really important on 69, and as well on 68 we was missing ranges anyway. So yeah, we need 69 either way. This will kill. We will get, again, Life Orb recoil, so 20 HP exactly, and we always survive with HP. Okay, first fight is over. And now We are leading with Ursaring, we know that, so we know exactly that this ninja is seeing a kill with, was it superpower or, let me check that, it is superpower. It is seeing a kill with superpower here, of course, by fucking far. We'll switch out to my Crobat. I'm not sure it's possible, to be honest, to Baton Pass over Sword Dance. This would be a small problem if this is possible. That's really bad that this is a crit. The good news is at least that we will heal ourselves up, okay? That's a really good news. So we will just Aerial Ace. It's just going for superpower again. Holy shit, bro. Okay, whatever. Are we in Flash Cannon range? That could be a problem. We are not, okay. I mean, it's not a problem because we will heal ourselves anyways. So the good news is that my Crobat and, like, believe it or not, my Crobat and my Electrode both are faster than this Electrode. Because this is minus speed, brave nature. So we will U-turn now on this Electrode, and we will kill this with U-turn basically. That's my plan. Because my Electrode is always baiting the Earth Power. And my Crobat is always baiting Zap Cannon. And we will just also heal my Crobat up here, what is really nice, of course. So yeah, we will just U-turn. Kill it slowly with U-turn. What is really nice here with U-turn chip. It was Zap Cannon number 2, by the way. We could also Magnet Rise here, but there's no reason. With that, we can also heal my Crobat a bit up. And that's why I want to have Black Sludge always in this fight. Yeah, U-turn again. Okay. And we will also not run out of Zap Cannons here, like we can see. So we are completely fine. And even if the Zap Cannon would miss, it's always going for Earth Power, of course. So we don't need to worry about random moves. Okay. Now we can decide which Pokemon we want to go in. And if we go... let me check that. Holy shit, my fucking Aggron is tanky. Yeah, the problem is because of Rocket, it can go actually for Flare Blitz over EQ. I don't want to get the burn on Slowbro. I don't think it will matter that much. So I'm trying to find a solution. This will bait Crobat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we will just go to Aggron. It's okay. It is 50-50, I would say. Not exactly 50-50 because EQ is a quadruple move. So, EQ is the highest damaging move here, but it is Rocket. What that means is that Flare Blitz is on +1. And EQ is obviously doing more damage. It cannot go for high crit AI. The only thing I don't want to see is the Flare Blitz burn here on my Slowbro. And we will always go to Slowbro now. The chance is still higher for EQ because of quadruple AI as well. Slightly higher chance at least. So we get the EQ here, what is really nice. And I will slack off at this point. It is always going for E-Speed here. It can go for Stone Edge over E-Speed. Okay, yeah, and I think we will always lose the... Yeah, we will Surf. We will Surf here. Flare Blitz is not activated here. We will always... we will not lose this, it looks like. That's amazing. We will not lose the Citrus Berry. That's really huge for later on, okay. There's a Stone Age high crit AI, but this is fine. Slack off. And kill this with Surf. Cool. We still have the Citrus Berry, but it's really nice. This will always now bait in the Weavile. It sees without Life Orb, let's see. 76%. It doesn't really matter though, because my Aggron just shits on this Pokemon anyways. Yeah, it is seeing a kill with Feint Attack. at this point, so it will not fake out. Even without Life Orb. So we will go to Aggron straight up anyways. Doesn't really matter. Aggron is just shitting on this Weavile. Even on double crit because we are Rocket and not Battle Armor. We are just fucking lefties and we can even protect if we want to. And I will just do it because I can. And Feint Attack is the highest damage move, but we just don't fucking care. And we will just Head Smash because Head Smash is nice. Okay, and the last Pokemon is Crobat. And Crobat is not seeing a kill here. The good news is my Electrode is faster. And that's why we have the Lumberry as well on my Electrode still. Because this can be Confused Ray and then this Crobat gets a bit ugly. I don't want to have that. So we just go to Electrode on the potential Confused Ray, but yeah, we are skipping that anyways, and just because we can, we just Zap Cannon. We don't need to do Zap Cannon T-Bolt kills as well, but yeah, why not? Okay, so one more fight. We will get full life anyways for the next fight, so that's why we can just do it for the memes. And yeah, the next fight starts with the Shuckle. And this fight is a bit more complicated, okay? And that's why we need to be careful what we are doing here. It's really nice that we have, by the way, we will Taunt, of course. That's why we have Taunt. So this can't use Rocks, this can't use Sandstorm, this can't use shit. We'll go to Electrode. I calc that, and we are not in danger against struggle crits here. My Electrode is not doing that much anymore in this fight, outside of baiting. We will just T-Bolt here. We are faster, so we will always hit the T-Bolt. This will struggle. Taunt can run out now, but we will always kill this with a second. Yeah, there's a Taunt gone. T-Bolt kills, we don't need to Zap Cannon. Maybe there was a chance that we need to Zap Cannon here, because if T-Bolt low rolls, but that's completely fine. Ozane gets level 70, so it's not usable anymore after that fight. But I think it will die in this fight anyways. This is consistent EQ. That's why we are doing this. We will U-turn out here. This is not doing much. But this is consistent. Because that's the only move what sees a kill outside of Eruption. And Eruption is just not count. So this is always EQ. And what we're gonna do here is go to Slowbro. We'll just go to Slowbro. And now, because it has the Power Herb, it needs to exactly use Solar Beam here. And we are never dead to EQ highest roll into Solar Beam. So what we're gonna do here is just slack off. We can also surf one time here. But I think it doesn't really matter though. Yeah, this is faster than me, by the way. Well, Toxic. We'll just Toxic. We are safe. We are safe because the White Herb is gone. The Power Herb, sorry. And it will proc the Citrus. And the next move can't kill me anymore. That's why we are safe. It is doing a lot of damage, but the next move, what is basically Solar Beam or EQ again. So this can Solar Beam because it sees a kill. It's a chance. I don't even... No, it is not a chance. Like, it can always Solar Beam here. But what we're gonna do here is slack off. There's a Solar Beam, and we can slack off without risking anything, because we know it is slack off. It is Solar Beam, sorry. And now we can just go to Crobat. And the only move this can use on my Crobat is Eruption. Nice crit, by the way. Eruption. Or Will-O-Wisp. And we don't want to have the Will-O-Wisp. That's really, really important. So we will just U-turn here. Go out. This can't use Solar Beam because it's resisted. So it will never Solar Beam here. So it can only Eruption or Will-O-Wisp here. I could technically burn my Ursa Ring again for this fight. But I can also die to Eruption still now. I think we can't. No. What we're gonna do is just go to Slowbro. I don't care if we are burned anymore, by the way. So if this is Will-O-Wisp, it is Will-O-Wisp. I don't even care about that anymore. Okay, we can switch. We can switch. If this is Crobat, then it is... Yeah, this will not Will-O-Wisp anymore. This will not Eruption, because Eruption is on -1, because it's resisted. So this is EQ or Solar Beam. So we can go to Crobat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's the EQ. That's completely fine. Okay, and we want to even... Yeah, it's fine that it dies, because we want to stay in anyways. Because that will bait in now the Umbreon. And we will always U-turn, kill this Umbreon. That's my plan always with Crobat. That's why Crobat is just so good. And this will always bait Psychic here right now. We are not Battle Armor, but it doesn't really matter because Aggron is a fucking beast, okay? We have lefties, and we don't care about the special defense drop as well. So what we're gonna do here is just protect. Because this is always Focus Blast. That is Focus Blast number 1, by the way. Now we will not protect anymore, because otherwise it gets dangerous. Okay, that is a Focus Blast. But keep in mind, we need to kill this with U-turn. So we need still... Because otherwise it will just start using random moves. And we don't want to have that. So we will not protect anymore. This is Psychic again. Don't need Aggron HP anymore that much. So it's fine. So we will not protect anymore. This is Focus Blast number 3. Keep that in mind. So we will not run out of Focus Blast here. And we want to kill this with U-turn. That's really important because I want to exactly bait in Dusknoir instead of... yeah. So U-turn again. Because now we would bait... If we are staying in here and killing this, we will bait in the Claydol what can boom. Because it is not last. It will not boom on Crobat at least. But it can boom overall. So I would like to try to avoid that at least. For now. And there's a Psychic again. There's a special defense drop. It's fine. It will still only use Focus Blast here. So we are safe. And if we crit kill this with U-turn, it's fine anyways. Because we want to have the switch advantage here. There's the Focus Blast. Miss. Crobat is full life. What is okay, I guess. So yeah, kill this with U-turn. And now we will switch to my Tauros. Tauros is in the team basically for this situation. We are never dead to a crit here right now. And we will always bait Dusk. We are fast, of course. We don't even need to fucking think about that. It will Mark Punch or knock off here. And we are never dead to a crit. And we always get the damage what we want here. Yeah, okay. This can still knock off. That's the problem. So we will not switch out. Okay, Mark Punch sees a kill right now. Knock off. Okay, we can save Tauros right now here. Because this is guaranteed Mark Punch. 65 HP. This is guaranteed Mark Punch, nothing else. Knock off is not seeing a kill. We lost the item anyways. It cannot knock off. It cannot Thunder Punch. It cannot Shadow Force. This is exactly only Mark Punch. We could save Tauros here, what is really nice. So I will save Tauros for now. Why not? And we will just kill this now with Brave Bird. Because we can't fly. Otherwise it can use Shadow Force on me. And then we are in trouble. And Aerial Ace was, I think, a range at this point. So we don't want to risk that. And now we have the Claydol last. It can't boom anymore. It is doing a ton of damage with Psycho Boost. And we don't have a Psycho Boost resist. So what we're gonna do is just U-turn here. Do a decent amount of chip damage. And now this will Psycho Boost. And we'll just go to Ursaring. Just go to Ursaring on the Psycho Boost. This will do a lot of damage. We will sack Ursaring here anyways. But I think it will just die. Yeah, Facade is killing this. So we are even surviving that. Oh, this is deathless. This is deathless because Facade will just kill this. Okay, so Ursaring survives. Yeah, we was dead to Psycho Boost crit. That's why Ursaring was planned as a sack. Same, by the way, with Tauros as well. So Tauros dies to double Mark Punch crit. But we will always get the Zen headbutt damage, and Zen headbutt damage minimum roll would always be enough that Brave Bird from Crobat kills. So we was always safe. The fight was entirely safe. Okay, but we could save everything. On Othering it doesn't really matter because it's not usable anymore. But Tauros survived is really nice, so we can at least use it somewhere because it's really fast. This is a Jolly Nature Tauros, so we can use it somewhere. Throw it into something. That's really nice because we still have some fights to do. We will do the Cynthia fight and the AJ fight as well. So we still have some fights to do. And yeah, thank you for watching and see you guys in the Steven fight.